ranking music now, it seems it's more popular than ever. And, you know, given TikTok's sort of adhesion to show clips of, you know, people choosing something over another, a hot take, get the comments rolling, something like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is just sort of futile picking one over the other. And then it, you know, you look at it at the end and you look and you think like, okay, why was I picking one song over the other? And despite that, you know, these types of videos get insane traction, and especially on social media platforms where those short snippets that can generate a lot of hot takes and a lot of hot comments seem to go farther than any others. So today I'm going to do one of those lists and continue the tier list video with the best rap songs of the 2010s. Does this list mean anything? Not really. But what I am going to try and do is sort of levy the cultural relevance of this song came out at, let's say, 3 years ago. You know, is it still relevant today? Does it still sound good? Has it aged well? So I'm definitely going to take that approach over just what song do I like more. An average, I mean, it's a decent YNW Melly song. I know people are going to be upset, but like I was never a huge fan of him. And The Way Life Goes was definitely more popular, sounds better today, and is still one of my favorite Uzi songs that I think, you know, as a single aiming for the mainstream, it did its job and it hyped up Eternal Take, and I think built it to be what I think fans were expecting and wanted from Uzi. So that's an easy one. Uzi gets it. Thought It Was a Drought versus 10 Feet by Juice WRLD. I mean, this is one of the easiest choices ever. Thought It Was a Drought, one of the best rap songs of the 2010s as it is. Daddy with Blueface and Rich the Kid versus Scared of Love, Juice WRLD. I'm not gonna lie, I have to listen to the Juice WRLD one again. I'm not a big fan of either, but I mean, just for posterity's sake, I'll choose the Juice WRLD one because that song, Daddy, it's not good. It went viral, but that doesn't mean it's any good. So Juice WRLD, congratulations. All right, Sundress versus Dark Queen. I'm not the biggest fan of Sundress or Rocky's newer tracks where it seems it's all just production-laced vibes and nothing from him really brings anything to the table, versus Dark Queen, which is one of the best songs off its respective tape. And yeah, it's gonna be Dark Queen, no doubt. Ooh, this is one of the hardest ones I think we've ever gotten on here. We got Wet Dreams, J. Cole classic song versus Freestyle, Lil Baby. And it's almost hard to say like which one's more popular, because if I look at like Wet Dreams, J. Cole, I mean, this song was a classic and still is. You know, top 5 J. Cole songs for me. And same goes for Freestyle with Lil Baby. And some would probably say that Freestyle for Lil Baby is more integral to how big he got than Wet Dreams was for J. Cole. So I'm going to go with Freestyle Lil Baby on that, just because it was so big for his career. This is one of the easiest choices I've ever had to make on here. We got Love Sosa versus a Don Toliver song. That's all I have to say about Diva. So yeah, congrats, Sosa. Wow, another easy one. Controlla, one of my favorite Drake songs and one of the best songs off of Views, no doubt. In fact, it might be the best off of there. A Boogie, get out of here. Again, another why are they giving me these easy choices? Lil Baby, Harder Than Ever, yes indeed. Best song on there. Okay, now we got 2 Drake songs. Free Smoke versus Fake Love. Both on the playlist More Life, which I thought was average, but granted, these are two of the best songs. I thought Free Smoke was good because very serious tone, and Fake Love takes a very opposite approach with the Young Thug feature, and it's got to be Fake Love. I love that song when it came out, and it still sounds good today. I Love You, Denzel, but I just, you know, it's Dark Twisted Fantasy. I can't do Kanye like that. Ooh, Rick Fro. I'm not big on Stir Fry or the entirety of Culture 3, and Without Warning is one of the best producer collab tapes we saw in the 2010s. So again, another easy choice. Oh, this might be the hardest one yet. Location was the first song off Self-Titled by Cardi, and kind of the introduction to, you know, the introduction to his next phase into the Cash Cardi phase of the mainstream. But I mean, No Parties in LA is No Parties in LA. Kanye, Kendrick, it's classic. Ooh, another tough one. A good YoungBoy song versus a great Roddy Ricch song. I'm gonna have to go with Roddy Ricch. That song was ruling the world. It got Justin Bieber to create some, you know, stream my song when you're sleeping, but don't turn the volume down all the way so it counts. One of the lesser tiered songs on Drake's Best album versus one of the better songs on what I consider a lower tier Kendrick album, but you know, it's Kendrick, so we're gonna have to go with Element for that. Ooh, I loved Sanguine Paradise. It took me a little bit to sort of appreciate how good of a song it was, especially given that was the time when Uzi was just sort of sneak dropping singles. Sanguine Paradise, easy choice. All right, next we got Good Kid versus Catch Me Outside, and you know, this is the song for me at least that put Ski Mask on the map, more the video, because we'd heard from him a lot, but seeing Cole Bennett do such a good job in transferring his sort of artistic persona into a music video so well, capturing that, it's got to be Catch Me Outside. Great song. Oh yeah, sorry Lil Mosey, your average song definitely loses to one of Drake's all-time best, Six God. Fantastic song. Enough with the Juice WRLD. I'm sorry guys, Kendrick's gonna beat Juice WRLD 9 times out of 10. An amazing Drake song with Rick Ross, of course it's gonna lose to Kendrick. It just is, I'm sorry. Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm honestly not huge on either of these songs. Granted, the London, I mean, it's a good song, it's just kind of slow and kind of boring, but New Paddock, man, that had the internet raging. Gotta be New Paddock. Life Goes On is one of Lil Baby's better songs, and honestly, I'm not too huge on the Carter 5, especially considering the plethora of amazing music you can listen to Lil Wayne as you dive deeper and deeper into his discography. So it's going to be Lil Baby for this one. More Juice WRLD versus Young Thug. Black and White's a great Juice WRLD song, but Young Thug is an even Wyclef Jean is an even better Young Thug song, and on Thug's maybe best album, Wyclef Jean. Travis Scott, Don Toliver versus Taking a Walk. I love Can't Say, and honestly, I don't like this album that much, but this is the best song on it. But I'm still, you know, Can't Say is amazing off Astro World. I hate Tory Lanez, and this is the motto. Of course, I'm going to choose that. Ooh, I don't know where these Don Toliver singles are coming from for the best rap songs of 2010. I mean, I don't think I'm going to pick them anytime, especially when New Chaffa is up there. Again, this is probably the second toughest one I've gotten so far. Look Alive, I mean, that started a whole new dance. Drake feature, putting Black Boy JB on the map. He's not really on the map as much anymore, versus the first song into Astro World. I remember going to Lollapalooza the first year before I got into the press circuit. I saw Travis Scott play, and then, you know, as he leaves stage, he's like, Astro World drops tonight. We go back to my apartment and we listen to Astro World. I have more memories with stargazing, so I'm going to choose that one. People are going to hate me. This is one of my most listened to songs when The Perfect Love Tape came out, so it's got to be Rhonda Winters for me. Praise the Lord versus a really good NLE Choppa song. This is one of the few Rocky songs from his sort of new age era that I actually enjoy. You know, it doesn't touch anything from his like Live Love ASAP and sort of that age, but you know, it's still a fantastic song, and that Skepta feature is nothing to joke around about. 4 a.m. easy choice. Easy. This is one of 2 Chainz's best songs. And Bandit's a great song too, but you know, I'm partial towards 2 Chainz and Travis Scott over somebody like Juice WRLD. And you guys will figure that out soon. Is that like, do I think Juice WRLD was a great artist? Absolutely. But he just didn't resonate with me in the ways that he resonated with, I think, people younger than me that latched onto Juice WRLD. And, you know, that's not to say I don't think he's better or worse of an artist than a lot of these people, or was, but it's more that he's just not as much my kind of artist that I will gravitate towards, as opposed to, you know, it's hard to name specific contemporaries to Juice WRLD because those also fall into the same sort of category that I throw Juice in terms of sort of being on the baseline of me being a little bit too old to feel like their music was for me. Same with someone like Lil Peep. So that's kind of an explanation for you guys. And also, while I'm looking right here, any Drake and Rick Ross song is chances are going to win if I'm picking from this. So just to let you guys know. Enough with the Juice WRLD songs, and especially when we're going against King Kunta by Kendrick. I mean, it's almost offensive to put them against each other. Okay, Ballin' is Roddy Ricch's best song, hands down. Headlines is an insanely classic Drake song off of one of his best albums. And if I'm looking at a career of these two, who benefited more from the song? And it's got to be Drake. Headlines was huge, Take Care was huge. It ultimately made Drake what he is today. Here we go. 2 songs from around the same era with Travis Scott, Highest in the Room versus Coffee Bean. Coffee Bean's like okay. I know people like to think it's some like introspective masterpiece outro from Travis. He doesn't really say too much on it, in my opinion. It's kind of boring. It's kind of a downer in a way that like I'm like, okay, we get this whole great immaculate production throughout the album, and then, you know, we purposely end on something very bare bones. That's cool, but Highest in the Room was, and I think still is, a very viral song for Travis. So I'm gonna have to choose that one just because I don't have much of a preference over the two. Wow, 2 really good choices here. Can't Leave Without It, I remember being the one that stuck with me more on that I Am I Was album. Another tough one, kind of forgettable one from one of Drake's best albums versus maybe the best from I Am I Was, and if I'm not mistaken, this got 21 Grammy nom, and that Gambino features Nothing to Joke About. In fact, they performed it together at Lollapalooza, and I got to see it. I hate this Future album, Hendrix, I think. This song is like a pop song from, it feels like a pop song from like 2012, and Energy from Drake is, again, a great song off of his best album. Ooh, here we go. Some Cordae. Cordae versus Cordae. Lost and Found is easily the better song out of these two. What I say about giving me Dark Twisted Fantasy. This is also in my top 3 on Dark Twisted Fantasy. Rick Ross features are always going to reign. Oh man. Devastated was definitely more impactful to Joey's career than Jumpman was to Drake and Future, partially because Drake and Future had already had those hits preceding the album. I like Jumpman more, but man, is All American Badass just such a classic project, and Devastated being the leading single was just such a good choice. Ooh, easy. Carousel, Travis Scott, Frank Ocean. One of the best uses of a sample I've seen in Travis's work, sampling that old Beastie Boys song was just genius the first time I figured that out, or I found it online. Again, one of the better songs on Astroworld versus one of the more forgettable songs on Take Care. I'm gonna go with 5% Tint. I think that's a great song. Ooh, this is interesting. I like Hop Off a Jet. It's a fun song, but A Lot is just such a, it's like just a great, you know, it's a great rap song in the way that it's like mainstream audiences, awards, people can latch onto it because they see like, oh, someone I didn't think could rap like 21 Savage matching with J. Cole on a track. But despite that sort of preconception, it's still a great song. All right, next. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna like look away while I choose this. I'm not looking. Okay, cool. Get out of here, Travis Scott. We got some Babytron to listen to, okay? That's all I gotta say about that. Ooh, very difficult. Bank Account, arguably 21's biggest song, next to Rockstar versus DNA, one of the better songs on Damn. Again, at the beginning of the video, I prefaced, like, I'm definitely going, when I'm stuck between a track in terms of, I think I like them both for similar reasons, and have trouble choosing, I'm going to levy the cultural relevance and what it means for that artist's career. And with that being said, it's got to be Bank Account. That was huge for 21 at the time. Team Rocket is one of the more underrated songs on Lil Uzi versus The Wrld, which is one of the biggest mixtapes of the SoundCloud era, versus Butterfly Effect, which is a really good song from Astroworld. But man, again, at the time when I heard Uzi, I heard Team Rocket, and I was like, I really love what he's doing with his, you know, you look at the album cover and you imagine him rapping about Team Rocket from Pokemon, and it just makes sense. Shout out Uzi for that. The best song off of this tape is going to win any and every time. Oh, get out of here, Lil Tecca. Absolute classic. High School John, Media Mayhem, loved this song and still does to this very day. This is another very tough one, but what did I tell you guys about Drake and Rick Ross? First of all, Lord Knows is a better song than Bad and Bougie. Not by a lot, but it is. And obviously, did Bad and Bougie have the bigger cultural moment? Duh. You know, it was viral, it felt like, for over a year. But Lord Knows is the better song. Sorry. Okay, I'm just going to say this too. I'm not a big fan of Lil Tecca, and Antidote is a top 5 Travis song. So there you go for that one. Middle Child is fine, but, you know, we're Uzi fans over here, okay? We are Uzi fans. Okay, the baby was in his bag for well over a year. 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And Suge was a big reason because of that, and it's a great song. Is it dated? Sure. Doesn't matter. I'm not a big fan of the Love Is Rage tape. I know people are going to hate me because of that, but I do remember when the Black Panther album came out, I heard this song. I believe it's produced by Cardo Got Wings. Kendrick and Travis together? I mean, come on. How can you not? One of the more underappreciated Young Thug songs, Mannequin Challenge, Young Thug and Juice WRLD, continuously finds itself on my, you know, top 100 streamed Spotify songs of the year. And the way these two bounce off flows with each other is so fun. You can sense that they are just like vibing in the studio. They're just one and one. They're making it work. You know, I get similar vibes from this, of just sort of the spontaneity of it and just how fun it is, to Yacht Club with Lil Yachty and Juice WRLD as well. Easy choice for me. What's with this? Again, like, I like this album, but just I don't really have much opinion over this. Do I have a coin? Do I have a coin I can flip? Let's see here. I got a coin. Heads, Juice WRLD, tails, Roddy Ricch. On the side, I delete my channel. Tails. I think I said Roddy Ricch tails. I honestly forgot. All right. Moonlight versus ADHD. I think ADHD is a much better song than Moonlight. I think Moonlight's fine, but again, we're looking at the bigger picture here. And if we're looking at the bigger picture, Moonlight, I'm sure, introduced not only a lot more people to the genre of hip hop and sort of experimenting within that with more like, you know, sort of dreary alternative R&B vibes from the vocal side, but obviously being a very poppy trap beat. It was huge. It was huge. The music video was huge. Everything about it was huge. And definitely, you know, looking back, I think a lot more people might appreciate that song over ADHD. Might not be me, but I gotta listen to the people on this one. Okay, this is a tough one because Way Back is such a great Travis song, but Tatiana, when it came out, I think sort of brought people a lot closer to the LA West Side rap scene, and Blueface being sort of the new poster child of that. You gotta go with especially because it is Tatiana, not Daddy, featuring Rich the Kid. I mean, okay, Juice WRLD versus Juice WRLD, his most popular song versus one of his most popular songs. I think you know what I'm gonna lean with here. Okay, this is just embarrassing. One of Drake's worst albums versus A Milli by Lil Wayne. I mean, I don't know if these are just random, like, back and forth, but sorry, Kanye, I'm so... this is really tough, guys. Screw it. I don't want to pick Drake. Again, another strange, like, I remember they gave me King Kunta versus, like, I think a Juice WRLD song, and now they're giving me a pretty good song off of Birds in the Trap versus All Right by Kendrick Lamar. Come on, what are we doing here? All right, these are the top 3. These are important. And I don't even have to think more than 5 seconds to pick Marvin's Room. Another easy choice, and one of the best trap songs of the 2010s is Codeine Crazy by Future. Sorry, but I'm choosing Drake. And that is it for this one. So I went through, chose what I thought were the best of these songs that this website UwUFUFU.com. UwUFUFU, I believe, is what the site would like to be called, I'm sure. But let me know what you guys think about this. If you want me to do it again, if you like these sort of lists, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. And have a great rest of your day. Thank you.